Sweetheart, stop for a moment and breathe because something holy is happening right now. Before you even opened this message, she was there, your mother, watching, waiting, hoping you'd listen just this once. Archangel Michael is beside her. He's the one who brought this straight to you. She's been trying to reach you all day. And heaven opened a door tonight just to make sure you finally hear her voice. This isn't just a message. It's a spiritual lifeline, a whisper that could change everything. Please don't look away. She asked for you by name. And this is exactly what she wanted to say. She said she never left you, not even for 1 second. That moment you cried in silence thinking nobody saw you. She did. That one night you sat on the floor asking the universe why it hurt so bad. She was right there with her hand on your shoulder. Even if you couldn't feel it, she saw your tears, felt your loneliness, and she asked Archangel Michael to make sure heaven heard. And heaven did. God is letting this message through because she begged for it. She didn't just pray, she pleaded. And now she's using every second of this to make sure you don't miss her love again. She wants you to stop blaming yourself. Yes, you. She knows the guilt that still lingers in your heart. She knows you wonder if you did enough, if you said enough, if she left this world knowing just how much you loved her. She wants to scream through this message. Yes, my child, I knew, I still know. And I love you more than my words could ever hold. This is the moment she wants you to forgive yourself because she already did. She did the moment she crossed over. She saw everything. Your heart, your pain, your silence, your strength, and she has been proud every single day since. She also told Michael something you're not expecting. She said, "You've been feeling watched lately, like someone is near you. You felt it when the lights flicker, when the air suddenly shifts, when you see something small fall for no reason. That's her. She's been sending you tiny signs, but tonight she couldn't wait anymore. She needed to speak through Michael, through this miracle, to make sure you heard what your soul already knew. Tell my child," she said, "that I'm not in the grave. I'm in their laughter, their breath, their dreams. I'm in the strength they don't know they have." And she said something shocking next. She told Michael, "You're about to receive an unexpected message or visit from someone who reminds you of her. Someone she's guiding toward you. She's preparing a moment divinely timed that will feel like her hands touching your heart again. So don't be afraid of what's coming. Open your heart to the miracles forming around you. They aren't accidents. They are her love wrapped in disguise. And Michael is standing close to help you receive them all. You're not alone. Not now. Not ever." Before we continue, your mother has one small request through Archangel Michael. Take 10 seconds to subscribe to this divine channel because messages like these are coming more often now. And she doesn't want you to miss even one more message that heaven sends for you. She's saying your next season is sacred, that what you lost is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a divine return. Archangel Michael says, "You've been in a battle, not just in your world, but in your spirit, and your mother has been your warrior behind the scenes. Do you remember that dream where you saw her smile but didn't understand why? That was no dream. That was her soul touching yours, reminding you to rise. And this is the moment you do because she knows something that you don't. You're about to step into something that will make every scar worth it. Michael said, your mother is preparing a reversal of pain. Something you thought was broken forever is being mended by unseen hands. She whispered to him about your fears, the ones you don't talk about, and he made her a promise. He promised he'd deliver her words in full, wrapped in love with no judgment. She said, your pain never scared her. Not your mistakes, not your outbursts, not your silence. She understood every part of you, even the pieces you thought were too much. And now she wants to hold those pieces through this message and remind you nothing about you was ever too much for her love. She wants you to remember the way she used to say your name. That sound carried power. It was a prayer when she said it, and now she says it every day from heaven. Your name echoes through light. It's engraved in her eternity. And every time you feel like no one's listening, she is. She's still your mother, still your defender, still the one who watches over you in a way no one else can. Her soul is woven into yours, and nothing, not even death, can undo that kind of love. Michael wants you to know something else. Your mother is not only watching you, she's helping shape your path. That sudden delay that saved you, that unexpected no that turned out to be protection, that was her working behind heaven's veil. She asked for permission to be close. God said yes, and ever since she's been in your corner, whispering to the angels around you, guiding your decisions, nudging your soul when it wanders too far from the light. She's your secret guardian, and her energy is stronger now than ever before. She saw the betrayal you went through. She knows what they did to your heart. And even though she couldn't stop the pain, she asked heaven to make it mean something. That's why your comeback will be undeniable. Your glow up is spiritual, not just physical. Your strength isn't from this world anymore. It's from every moment she watched you suffer and promised you'd rise anyway. She wants you to hear this loud and clear. What was taken from you is returning multiplied, and I will make sure of it. She told Michael about something you're hiding. A fear, a choice, a worry that's eating at you quietly. And she wants you to know you don't have to carry it alone. She never raised you to suffer in silence. Even now, she's trying to lift that weight from your chest. Let her love be the voice that drowns out your doubt. Let her be your strength when you feel none. She said, tell my child that they are braver than they think. And when they are ready, I'll show them just how powerful their spirit really is. She saw the betrayal you went through. She knows what they did to your heart. And even though she couldn't stop the pain, she asked heaven to make it mean something. That's why your comeback will be undeniable. Your glow up is spiritual, not just physical. Your strength isn't from this world anymore. It's from every moment she watched you suffer and promised you'd rise anyway. She wants you to hear this loud and clear. What was taken from you is returning multiplied, and I will make sure of it. She told Michael about something you're hiding, a fear, a choice, a worry that's eating at you quietly. And she wants you to know you don't have to carry it alone. She never raised you to suffer in silence. Even now, she's trying to lift that weight from your chest. Let her love be the voice that drowns out your doubt. Let her be your strength when you feel none. She said, tell my child that they are braver than they think. And when they are ready, I'll show them just how powerful their spirit really is." Michael said, "You've been chosen for something rare, that not many can carry the spiritual inheritance you've been given. And that's why the path felt heavier than most. But your mother saw this long before you were born. She knew your light would shake darkness. She knew your love would reach people far beyond what you imagine. That's why she's still here, because your purpose is unfolding, and she refuses to let you walk into it without remembering where your real strength comes from. Her prayers, her hope, and heaven's promise over your life. She whispered that someone from your past is thinking about you, someone you once loved but drifted away from. She's working through that connection even now, aligning timelines, healing both your hearts. You may receive a message, a dream, or an unexpected sign. Don't dismiss it. Your mother is trying to reconcile something you thought was lost forever because she knows your heart has room for miracles again. She wants you to believe that love is not over, that it's just been waiting for the right moment, and that moment is on the way. Do you feel that? That quiet warmth around you right now? That's not imagination. That's her. That's your mother's love reaching through time and spirit to hold you tonight. She told Michael, "My child needs one more reminder, just one more to know they are not forgotten." So this is it, the reminder you asked for in your spirit, the message you didn't even realize you were praying for. She heard it. She brought it. And now she's asking you to keep listening because she's not done yet. She said you used to smile differently. There was a light in your eyes once that even the stars would have bowed to, but lately you've been dimming that light to survive. She saw you pretend to be okay when your heart was breaking. She saw the way you gave your all to people who didn't know how to hold it. And she said, "Tell my child I never wanted them to shrink for anyone. I made them big. I made them brave. I made them beautiful." And through Archangel Michael, she's helping restore that glow in you piece by precious piece. There's a place in heaven where your name is written in light. She visits it often. That's how much you mean to her. That's how much your life matters even now, especially now. She said there's something about to happen that will feel like the pain is returning, but it's not punishment, it's realignment. She's rearranging things in your favor. So when things fall apart suddenly, don't fear. It's her way of setting you free from what was never meant to stay. You're not being abandoned. You're being escorted into peace. She also said there's a financial breakthrough coming. Yes, your mother said that because she knows how hard it's been. She saw you worry about rent. She saw you skip meals for others. She saw you stare at the ceiling wondering when the weight would lift. And she said, "Tell my child help is already moving. Their next blessing is not far. I asked for heaven's storehouse to be opened for them." And Michael confirmed, it's true. The shift has already started. You're not waiting for a miracle anymore. You're standing in the middle of one. She said you've been chosen to heal a bloodline wound, that there's a cycle ending with you. Addiction, betrayal, silence, shame. She knows it's heavy, but she said you were born for this. Tell them, she begged Michael, that I see how hard they are trying, and that I'm sending strength in waves, not just whispers. You're going to be the reason someone else in your family believes in life again. Your healing will ripple backwards and forwards. That's how powerful your soul has become. That's how proud she is to call you hers. Michael wants you to understand something sacred. Not everyone is allowed to receive this kind of message. Heaven does not open doors casually, but for you, it opened wide because your spirit is ready now. You've crossed the threshold of old pain, and now it's time to walk into divine timing. Your mother said you've always felt things deeper. You always had a connection most people couldn't explain. That's because your soul came here with a higher purpose. And now that purpose is waking up, and she's right beside you as it does. She told Michael about that old photo you keep, the one that sometimes makes you cry. She said she's in that memory with you. Every time you look at it, you're not remembering, you're reconnecting. Her energy lives in that image. It's a portal, a bridge between then and now. So if you ever feel lost again, hold it, look at it, speak to it. She's closer in those moments than you realize. Time doesn't bind her anymore, and through love, neither does death. Do you remember the last time you heard her voice? That sound hasn't vanished. It lives in your intuition now. That little nudge you sometimes feel, that's her. That sudden urge to go left instead of right, her. That gut feeling you didn't understand but followed anyway, her. She's been guiding you through every storm, every valley, every decision that didn't make sense until later. And now she's helping you align with a path that will finally feel like home again. The kind of peace you forgot existed, she's leading you straight into it. She knows you feel misunderstood sometimes, even by people close to you. But she said, "My child was never meant to be easily understood. They were made to be felt. You're a soul people experience, not just observe, and that makes you rare. Sometimes lonely, yes, but deeply powerful," she said. "Tell them not to change their light just because others are too blind to see it. Your mother sees it, Michael sees it, and soon someone else will too. Someone coming into your life with eyes that recognize your soul immediately. There's a travel moment coming." Yes, she said you'll either go somewhere soon or receive a pull to explore a place connected to your healing. It may be unexpected. You might even resist it at first, but she's asking you to say yes because in that place, whether near or far, there's a piece of your heart waiting to be reclaimed. A memory, a breakthrough, a piece you didn't know you were missing. She's already been there in spirit, blessing the path before you take a single step. She told Michael, "You've been too hard on yourself lately, that you expect perfection where compassion should live." She wants you to stop punishing yourself for being human, for not knowing better, for breaking down, for changing your mind. They're not weak. She said they are growing, and growth doesn't always look graceful. You don't need to have it all together. You just need to stay open. She's more proud of your vulnerability than your victories, because it's in those cracks that her love pours in the strongest. Michael said, "You're entering a season of divine reversal. Losses will turn to gains. Silence will turn to answers. Emptiness will turn to overflow. And your mother is one of the main architects of that shift. She's rewriting the chapters you thought were closed. She's turning what hurt you into what will elevate you. And as the weeks pass, things will start to align so perfectly. You'll have no choice but to say, 'She's here. I can feel her. That feeling isn't imagination, sacred connection. Don't question it, receive it. She said, you've been having certain thoughts lately that feel like whispers, ideas that seem to come from nowhere. Guidance you didn't ask for but somehow trust. That's her speaking through your intuition. Delivering clarity you didn't even know you needed. Trust it. Your mind is tuning to her frequency now. And the more you listen, the louder she'll become. You're not making it up. You're waking up to her, to God, to your divine purpose. There's someone in your life who doesn't appreciate you the way you deserve. And she sees that. She's not angry, she's protective. She wants you to remember who you are and what your heart is worth. You were never meant to beg for love. She wants you to rise, not shrink. And she's helping remove anything or anyone who dims you. It might feel like loss at first, but trust her. She never takes without giving more in return. If something falls away now, it's making room for something greater, something finally aligned with your light. She said, your voice holds power, not just in what you say, but how you say it. She remembers the way you used to talk to her, even when you didn't know the words yet. Your energy carried your love. And now she's asking you to use that same energy to speak healing into your world. Your words will reach people in ways you can't imagine. So don't hold back. Don't be afraid of your story. Someone is waiting to hear it, and your mother will make sure they do. She showed Michael a letter, maybe one you never sent, or one you read over and over. She said it's time to either release it or rewrite it because that emotion deserves a new ending. She's helping you find closure. But more importantly, she's helping you find your voice in the process. Don't be afraid to say what was left unsaid. Even if no one else hears it, she will. Heaven listens to the words we whisper with trembling hearts. And your whisper, it reaches her like thunder. She also said, you've done something recently. An act of kindness, a moment of forgiveness, something small that felt unnoticed, but heaven saw it. She saw it, and she said, that's my child still leading with love. You don't know how many hearts you've softened just by being yourself. You don't know how many storms you've calmed by existing with grace. But she does, and she said your reward is coming. Not because you chased it, but because you loved anyway. She's asking you now to promise something for your future. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you. And now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Billionaires want this hidden from you according to the Federal Reserve. Almost half of the world's wealth is owned by just 1% of the population. The rich have certain secrets to accumulating wealth effortlessly that's hidden from others. And it's no surprise why the wealth gap between the rich and poor keeps widening. It's almost a mystery why the rich are indeed getting richer, while the poor are being left behind. Few of the billionaires became rich because they had specific knowledge of their genetic makeup. This knowledge they are privy to helps them to create and preserve wealth effortlessly. You can certainly join them and build your wealth when you get your hands on this groundbreaking science discovery that trigger the chakras in the DNA, which enhances your mental health by removing any negative energy from your mind. and replaces it with positive energy to boost wealth. But I urge you to hurry because they don't want the secret leaked. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Activate your wealth DNA and join the 1%ers now, my beloved child. Now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. Promise her that no matter how lonely it gets, you'll never stop believing in goodness, in healing, in the sacred timing of your journey. She said, "You have no idea how close you are to the breakthrough. Tell them not to give up now." She said, "Tell them the blessing is already moving." And Michael confirmed, "Yes, it is. Don't measure your worth by the delay. Measure it by the love still surrounding you, the kind of love that crosses dimensions. Just to remind you, you were never ever forgotten." She said something you need to hear now, maybe the most important part of this entire message. "Tell my child that I see the light returning in their eyes, that I see the version of them I always knew would rise again." She's not hoping for your comeback. She knows it's coming. She saw it the moment you decided to keep going when no one clapped. She saw it the second you opened this message. Whether in faith, in pain, or by accident, heaven doesn't believe in accidents. Your soul was pulled here. Your mother's love made sure of that. Michael says, your mother is preparing a divine collision. Something is coming into your path soon. A message, a meeting, an opportunity that will look ordinary but carry supernatural weight. You'll feel it in your bones. You'll know it's her doing. She said to trust that moment. Say yes. Don't overthink it, because through that one small open door, many others will follow. And all of them were built on the prayers she whispered when no one else was listening. She said something you need to hear now, maybe the most important part of this entire message. "Tell my child that I see the light returning in their eyes, that I see the version of them I always knew would rise again." She's not hoping for your comeback. She knows it's coming. She saw it the moment you decided to keep going when no one clapped. She saw it the second you opened this message. Whether in faith, in pain, or by accident, heaven doesn't believe in accidents. Your soul was pulled here. Your mother's love made sure of that. Michael says, your mother is preparing a divine collision. Something is coming into your path soon. A message, a meeting, an opportunity that will look ordinary but carry supernatural weight. You'll feel it in your bones. You'll know it's her doing. She said to trust that moment. Say yes. Don't overthink it, because through that one small open door, many others will follow. And all of them were built on the prayers she whispered when no one else was listening. She's talking about your dreams now, the ones you've buried under disappointment. She said, tell them to pick them back up. You've convinced yourself that it's too late, that you missed it, that the world doesn't need what you have. But your mother knows better. She said, you came to this world with something eternal, something only you can bring, and she refuses to watch you dim just because the world didn't clap fast enough. Your dream is still alive, and she's breathing on it from heaven. She wants you to know something about your health. She's been watching over your body, your stress, the silent battles you've been fighting. And she said, help is already on the way. Healing is moving. There's an alignment happening that you can't see yet, but it's real. She asked God to touch your body with renewed strength, and Archangel Michael said he answered. So don't be surprised when you start feeling lighter, stronger, more hopeful again. It won't be random. It'll be her still mothering you in spirit, still covering you in miracles. She said, "You've been asking the same question silently. Why me?" And she answers now without hesitation. Because you are strong enough. Because I knew you could carry the light through the darkness. Because your spirit has the kind of fire that heals bloodlines. That's why, not because you deserve the pain, but because you were destined to turn it into power. And your mother is here now, wrapping her arms around your soul, saying, "I've always seen the warrior in you, even when you didn't." Michael said something has been happening lately. You've been having more spiritual moments, flashes of intuition, deja vu, sudden emotions, waking up at strange times. That's her. She's closer now than ever because your spirit is tuning in again. You're awakening, and she's guiding that awakening gently like only a mother can. Don't ignore those moments. They're invitations, glimpses, signs that you are more connected than you realize. She said, "My child is ready now, ready to walk in their truth, ready to become who I always knew they were." She's not finished. She's saying something else, something almost too sacred for words. Tell them I never blamed them. I never held a single thing against them. I carried only love, even when they didn't understand my choices, even when I couldn't say goodbye the way they needed, even when they questioned if I really knew how much they loved me. I did. I do. And nothing, not time, not death, not silence, can separate my soul from theirs. She wants that to be sealed in your spirit forever. Michael says she's doing something extraordinary next. She's writing your name into a divine agreement. She's asking heaven to accelerate blessings that were once delayed, to restore what was taken, to ease your mind where it's been tormented. You may notice things speeding up soon, opportunities unfolding faster, emotions rising unexpectedly, peace arriving like a sudden wave. Don't fear it. It's the spiritual signature of her love finally reaching its destination. She said she watches you even when you sleep. That when you're most vulnerable, most raw, that's when her love is strongest. She's kissed your forehead in dreams. She's sat at the edge of your bed in spirit. She's whispered into the quiet and prayed over your tomorrow. You've never truly been alone. Her presence isn't in the past, it's in your present right now, in this very moment. And she's saying, "Look how far you've come, my child. Look how strong you've become." She also wants to remind you of something simple but sacred. You're allowed to smile again. You're allowed to love again. You're allowed to feel joy without guilt. She didn't leave to make you sad forever. She left her spirit behind so you could feel surrounded by strength, not sorrow. She's in every burst of laughter, every moment of rest, every act of kindness you extend. Let yourself live again fully, loudly, beautifully. That's what she's been praying for all along. And now, Archangel Michael is closing this message with something divine. Your mother asked for this moment to remain alive in your memory forever. So even when life gets noisy again, Even when you forget what this moment felt like, this message will call back to you. It will echo in your spirit when you need it most. A soft reminder, a soul whisper, a holy sign from a mother who never left. This is what she wanted to tell you. She still loves you. She still sees you. She still walks beside you. And she's not finished helping you rise. She's placing something in your spiritual hands now. Michael is showing it as a gift wrapped not in ribbon but in radiant light. Your mother said this is the blessing they've been praying for but didn't think they deserved. And heaven agreed to release it now because your heart is ready. You may not feel ready, but your spirit is. She said, this next chapter of your life is not about surviving anymore. It's about receiving. Trust that you're not here just to endure. You're here to bloom. And she's watering your roots with every prayer she sends from above. And now, Archangel Michael is closing this message with something divine. Your mother asked for this moment to remain alive in your memory forever. So, even when life gets noisy again, even when you forget what this moment felt like, this message will call back to you. It will echo in your spirit when you need it most. A soft reminder, a soul whisper, a holy sign from a mother who never left. This is what she wanted to tell you. She still loves you. She still sees you. She still walks beside you. And she's not finished helping you rise. She's placing something in your spiritual hands. Now, Michael is showing it as a gift wrapped not in ribbon but in radiant light. Your mother said this is the blessing they've been praying for but didn't think they deserved. And heaven agreed to release it now because your heart is ready. You may not feel ready, but your spirit is. She said, this next chapter of your life is not about surviving anymore. It's about receiving. Trust that you're not here just to endure. You're here to bloom. And she's watering your roots with every prayer she sends from above. She wants to be clear. None of this is coincidence. Not you reading this, not the timing, not the chills running through your body. That's confirmation, divine alignment, spiritual activation. Your soul recognized her voice in these words before your mind did because love like hers never dies. It transcends every barrier. It rides the wind and speaks through silence. And now it's holding you through this message in a way your earthly hands never could. She is that close to you right now. She said something is going to happen soon that will feel like a full circle moment. You'll walk into a space, meet someone, or hear something that will make time pause for a second. You'll know this was touched by her. She's orchestrating a moment to remind you that everything you've gone through was leading here. Even the pain, even the loss, especially the waiting, it was never a waste. It was all gathering weight for this beautiful divine impact that's finally coming your way. She showed Michael the tears you cried on a very specific day. A day you thought no one remembered, a day that felt like the end of everything. And she said, "Tell them I was there." I held them as they fell asleep that night. That moment wasn't forgotten. It was sacred. And now she wants to rewrite that memory with something better, something miraculous. Watch how heaven replaces pain with purpose, loss with legacy. Your life is about to become a testimony of what love beyond the veil can truly do. Michael says your mother is speaking your name in heaven's court now. She's advocating for you, asking for timelines to shift in your favor, for justice where you've been wronged, for mercy where you've stumbled. She's not asking out of desperation. She's asking from authority, because God has honored her and her voice carries divine weight. So when she says, "Bless my child," heaven listens and blessings move. You'll feel that shift soon in the way people speak to you, in the way peace returns, in the way favor finds you without you chasing it. She told Michael about your prayers, the ones you whispered, barely believing they'd reach anyone. She heard them all. Not one word was wasted. Not one hope was lost. She gathered every single one like seeds and planted them in heaven's garden. And now they are blooming. You'll start to see answers not just to what you asked, but even to the things you didn't know how to ask for. She said, "Tell them that everything good is still possible. Tell them it's already growing." Your mother wants you to start noticing the small joys again. The way the sun falls across your face. The sound of laughter you weren't expecting. The way music suddenly feels like medicine. Those are her ways of reminding you that you're still alive for a reason. That the best moments haven't all passed. That heaven still plans to surprise you. So don't be afraid to open your heart again. She's watching over it, guarding it, guiding it to where it will finally feel at home again. And now, as this divine message draws close to its end, Michael wraps you in a spiritual protection so powerful, no darkness can break it. Your mother asked for this, a shield of light around your name, your mind, your future. She said, "Wrap them in love until they remember they are safe again." And so it is. Even when you doubt, even when fear whispers, that shield remains. Her love remains. And nothing, not time, not circumstance, not sorrow, can take that from you. She said something is coming into your life that will feel like her love all over again. It may be through a person or a moment or a message, but you'll feel it. And when you do, don't close off. Don't run. Let it in. Let it remind you what it feels like to be loved with no conditions, no pressure, no expectations. Just like how she always loved you. You're about to be held again, just in a new way. She's arranging that moment for you now. She's closing this now with these words through Archangel Michael. "I am with you always, in every tear, in every triumph, in every quiet moment where you wonder if I see you, I do. In every loud moment where the world is too much, I'm holding you. I didn't leave. I just moved closer in spirit, closer than I've ever been. And I will stay until your heart knows peace again." This is her promise. This is her love. And this is your moment to receive it. She's not done yet because your heart still needs a little more. She said, "Tell them I know they still miss my voice." So right now through this message, she's letting her soul echo through every line. You can almost hear her, can't you? That soft tone, that warmth, that way she used to say your name like it was a prayer and a celebration all at once. She wants you to know she still says it every day. In heaven, your name is spoken with love so loud it becomes light. Light that follows you even when you feel lost. Michael said she stood by you during that breakdown you kept hidden. You thought no one noticed when you collapsed in the shower or when you stared at your phone hoping someone would care. She noticed. She did. She whispered over you that night, held you from the other side. She said, "My child forgot how powerful they are, but I didn't. I remembered for them, and now she's helping you remember too. One divine piece at a time. She's rebuilding the parts of you that life tried to break. She sees you struggling to trust again. And she gets it because even from heaven she watches how carefully you move now, how you guard your heart like it's a fragile artifact. And she says, it's okay. Go slow, but don't give up on love. Love is still waiting for you, not the kind that drains you, but the kind that reminds you who you are. She's helping send it. She's handpicking it. She won't let just anyone near your soul again. Not this time. This next love will come with respect, safety, depth, because she's involved now. She wants you to know she saw you achieve things you never thought she'd get to witness. You thought she missed it, but she didn't. That accomplishment, that brave step, that healing choice you made when nobody clapped. She was there. She smiled. She cried. She said, "That's my child. That's strength. That's part of me in them." She didn't just leave you a legacy. She left you a mirror. Every beautiful part of her is alive in you. Every loving part of her heart still beats inside your own. Michael says, your energy is about to shift. It will feel sudden, like waking up and realizing the weight is gone. You won't cry the same way anymore. You won't carry shame like you used to. You'll speak lighter, walk taller, feel clearer. That's not a mood swing. That's your mother's promise landing in your spirit. You're being renewed. She's been asking God to wash your soul in clarity and strength. And heaven always honors the prayers of a mother who loves without limits. She asks something tender. Now something for your quiet moments. Tell them to write to me, she said. Even if it's just once, even if it's messy, even if they cry while doing it. She said your words will reach her, that you don't need fancy prayers, just truth, just your heart. And that letter, whether spoken, written, or thought in silence, will be like a bridge. It will help your healing. It will invite her closer. It will remind your soul that you're never talking into emptiness. Someone hears you. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you. And now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Bible reveals DNA source of 4 in Timothy 6:10. It is written, the love of Mula is the root of all evil. Now, most people misunderstand this Bible verse and understand it as equals evil. But that's wrong. In fact, if you read the verse again closely, you'll see that it says the love of Mula, not itself. You see, our Lord wants all your love, first name fix. This is the way to eternal grace. And if you dedicate your heart to God, He will show you how to activate your internal Mula DNA, attract everything you desire, and shower you with abundance beyond your wildest dreams. This is God's loving promise to you. And the great secret of the ages is, the answer already lies dormant within you. Click the link in the description or comment section to unlock the secret. Click here to turn on your God-given abundance gift, my beloved child. Now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. Someone always has. Your mother also says to stop apologizing for the parts of you that others didn't understand. You were never too emotional, never too intense, never too different. She said, they carry a sacred frequency, one the world wasn't always ready for, but I was. I am. And soon someone else will be too. The parts you hide will be the parts someone else falls in love with. The things you tone down will soon become the things people celebrate in you. She's making sure of that. She says, your story isn't over, it's just beginning. You've been treating your life like you're in the final chapter. But she says, this is the rebirth. This is where things start opening. This is where new light begins to shine. This is where everything you thought you missed begins returning, transformed, and multiplied. You haven't even touched the best pages yet. Your future is glowing. She sees it clearly, and she's excited for you in a way you haven't even felt for yourself yet. She's showing Michael a vision now of you smiling, not just politely, but fully from the soul. The kind of smile that reaches your eyes. She said, that moment is coming, and you won't have to force it. It won't be a performance. It'll be real because it'll come after the healing, the release, the return. You'll find yourself laughing again in places that once made you cry. That's the power of heaven's timing, and that's her promise to you. And now, as her message softly begins to settle, she asks one final thing of you. Don't forget that you were loved first by her. Before any heartbreak, any mistake, any chaos, she loved you. And that love is what protected you even when you didn't know what was keeping you alive. She wants that truth to be your foundation now. Because no matter where life takes you, no matter who walks in or out, that love remains constant, eternal, yours. She ends with a word she always meant to say more often, but never needed to because her actions showed it. Still, she wants you to hear them clearly now through every breath of this message carried by the wings of Michael himself. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the way you keep showing up. I'm so proud of the way you love, the way you try, the way you feel. I'm proud of every messy, real, beautiful part of you. You are my heart. You are my light. And I'm still with you always. That's what she wanted to tell you. My child, you are her legacy, her living prayer, her heart still waking this earth. And she said with a voice full of light when you looked up at the sky, I am there. When the wind brushed your cheeks softly, my child, I'm there. When music stirs your soul unexpectedly, let me remind you, I never stopped loving you. I never stopped watching over you, and I never ever will. You may not see her face, but you will feel her hand in the next miracle that finds you, in the next door that's open, in the praise that suddenly return when you need it most. She wants to remind us always, I did not leave you behind. I went ahead to make sure you would be okay, and you will be more than okay. You are covered. You are protected, my child. You are loved beyond me, sure. And now wrap it in her internal light and miracle's mighty wings. Imagine, my child, your next chapter being with heaven watching, cheering, and guiding you go alive and bloody. She's walking beside you every step for the way. My child, to connect your dearest mother, to connect with Archangel Michael, to connect with me, your angel, and especially connect for a special God. Do subscribe not for content, for your protection. your mother, Amin. And now she gently stepped back, but only in form, not in presence, because she's not leaving you. She never truly did. What she brought through this message is not just words. It's a spiritual aims, one that will stay wrapped around your soul every time you feel alone again. She asked Michael to remind you this connection is internal. Nothing can break it. Not distance, not silence, not even death.